Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Peggle. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and in the last episode, whenever that was, because it has been a while, so I'm hopeful that all those Peggle fanatics out there are excited to see it back. But we were playing as that rock, well, no, not that rock lobster, that clawed lobster. And in this episode, we are actually going to be playing as Remfield Pumpkin with his amazing spooky ball. And obviously I'm doing quick play, so you know that there have been some technical issues. And, you know, that's tragic and unfortunate, but, you know, that was all in the past. We're going to forget about that. We're going to move forward, and we're going to be better people because of it. And we're going to get our first foray into the spooky ball. Spooktacular. That's how great we are right now. We're going to be rocking so many spooky balls, you guys won't even know. You're going to be so scared. I can't even wait. Anyway, the spooky ball is, as you can see, pretty fantastic. Although it is kind of lame that it falls down the same side that it falls, like, initially. Because usually, if that's the case, it's just going to, honestly, just hit the same pegs that you've already hit. And that can be a little lame, but overall, I think that Remfield Pumpkin's Spooky Ball is one of the better upgrades, one of the better green pegs, I meant to say. And I quite enjoy using it, and I think it will lead us to many amazing victories. Maybe not as amazing as my two previous attempts at this recording, which the first one wound up being one of the best shots that I've ever gotten. Like, ever. Like, it was just so good and so lucky, but it was just, like, awesome because I thought I caught it on camera, but then, you know, technical issues, whatever. Like I said, that's in the past. We're gonna move past it. We're better people now. And then the second time that I played through, I actually cleared every peg, so that was really cool too. But again, it's okay because I got a long shot. I got the boost. We're gonna hit that blue peg right there, right into. Oh, come on! You were supposed to go right into 100,000. Now it's probably gonna go into lame 10,000. Yeah, whatever. We got some bonus points, so it's all good. I'm not entirely upset with that. Actually, I'm quite pleased. So we're gonna go back to the main menu actually, so we can continue in the actual proper adventure mode as we go and we tackle this disgusting spider web. So it defies logic, and that's just okay with us because, you know what, video games are not necessarily well known for their, you know, wonderful logic. And in fact, oftentimes people would cite video games as having backwards logic, or otherwise known as video game logic. We are getting so many pegs right now with this Spooktacular, which is just a great pun in and of itself. Spectacular, Spooktacular. Come on. What more could you ask for? These are just some great shots right now. These are just fantastic. I'm very excited to be back playing Peggle for all of you folks. And I'm especially excited because I finally have a setup that is conducive to the environment that I'm recording in. And for those of you who do not know, and I'm sure that's a majority of you, the way I've been recording for basically any time that I've recorded a video in the last year and a half or so, my laptop screen actually cracked. So the way that I had to do it was I had to quickly start the recording as well as the Audacity recording, and then flip over on my TV to the correct input so I could see what I'm actually playing with no delay, because the capture software that I've had since like the beginning of last year has had quite the lag. Let me tell you, it is quite ridiculous. And so that's how I had to do basically. And now I got a monitor that I've hooked up my laptop to, so now not only can I play, but I can see the screen at the same time. And you may be asking yourself, like, why does that seem like, you know, such a big deal? But with the amount of times that, like, technical issues, you know, arise, you know, whether something gets, you know, loosened and all of a sudden, you know, the capture software wants to stop working, or Audacity cuts out because I shook my mic, or, you know, there's various different things. It is nice to finally have the comfort of being able to catch it when it happens and rebound, as opposed to, you know, in the past where I've, you know, recorded for 20, 30, 40 minutes, you know, at a time, and, you know, it could have crapped out 5 minutes in, and I would have no idea. So this is really nice, and it's, you know, it's just nice being able to, like, have that comfort, you know. I can relax a little bit. I'm not so on edge, and that always makes for a happy LP. And that's why we're back at Peggle, because Peggle's a happy LP. Peggle is just so fun and relaxing, man. Peggle is like the weed of video games. Like, if you're not mellow while playing Peggle, then I don't know, man. I don't know. But we all got all these bumpers and shit that we have to try to avoid, and we will try to do so accordingly. But we need to get underneath some of those bumpers, actually, so we can get some of those red peg, or orange pegs that are just sneaking around. We've got the spooky ball to help us out, so I think we can achieve our goals. You know, these bumpers. It's like actual pinball. And pinball's fun. My friend actually has a pinball machine in his house, which is really cool, because how many people can say that they have a pinball machine in their house? And I play it all the time because it's just so much fun. Really, pinball is just, like, honestly, some of the most, like, pure entertainment. I thoroughly enjoy a nice game of pinball. And there's just so many varieties, too. If you really think about it, pinball is kind of like Monopoly in that sense, where, like, you literally just have so many different, you know, there's Star Wars Monopoly, there's, well, I'm sure there's Star Wars Monopoly, but I'm meant to say there's Star Wars Pinball, there's, poop. That's not what I wanted to have happen. There, that's what I wanted to have happen, but whatever. Not a big deal, we can always try again. But there's Star Wars Pinball, there's, you know, Simpsons Pinball, there's Tom and Jerry Pinball, there's Sonic Spinball, there's all sorts of pinball, and honestly, like, Monopoly is, like, the only other thing that I can think of that has, like, that many varieties, like, that many things that, like, name brand, like, entertainment will attach itself to. And it's just because pinball is just literally the most pure fun, like I said. I definitely think that if I lived in, like, the 70s or the 60s, that would have been, like, my calling, you know. Everybody has their that one thing. I would have been an actual pinball wizard, because I do love me some nice pinball. So, get that spooky ball, though. This isn't normal pinball. This isn't your mama's pinball. No, this is Peggle. This is high-tech, new-age pinball. And if you can't handle it, well, that's just too bad, because this is what we're doing right now. Oh, am I going to get that other orange? Yes, I am. Am I going to get that free ball? No, I'm not. But that's okay. We'll get this orange peg right here. And then, oh, I thought I was gonna get it on the back. And then I think I might have a pretty clear shot now. Yep, there we are. Finishing this like it's our job, even though it's not. It's just Peggle. Oh, and right in the 100,000. And now, what is our total score going to go up to? It's going to go way high, all the way up to 8.6 million. And we are well on our way to becoming a true Peggle master. But we are past the half point, so I'm going to have to really step up my game if I want to try to get that achievement for getting 20 million points in one playthrough of Adventure Mode, which is very difficult, by the way. I find that to be quite challenging. You really have to have quite the run. I'm sure I could do it if I just played it a few more times, but I've just never put that much effort into the Adventure Mode. I just like playing certain fun levels. But that's just me. to each its own. I'm sure there are people out there who have grinded Peggle to a fine science and they know exactly where to shoot on every first thing. Because honestly, I think I've said this already, but like, in all honesty, if you wanted to, you really could like figure out like what statistically is the best shot, like the best way to play this game. Like, this does have a best way to play. Like, so like if you were a speedrunner for Peggle, which would be kind of ridiculous, but I could see it happening. Because, I mean, there's speedrunners for pretty much every game. But if you were a speedrunner for Peggle, like, you could honestly find out, like, what is the optimal path to beat the game the fastest, you know? Like, not so much, you know, getting 100% clear, but, like, what is going to get you the most pegs the fastest, you know? Based off of just, like, trajectory and rebound and recoil and stuff like that to, you know, speed the ball up. And so there could technically be quite the Peggle community, if there isn't already. And if there isn't, there should be. Because, as I've stressed numerous times throughout this project thus far, Peggle is just fantastic. And right into the 100,000 once again, on the first try this time. Got a nice little fever score there of 111,000 to add to our total. We're now ever so close to that 9 million mark. And honestly, like, if we have like really, really good rounds, it's not impossible to get that that 20 million. But we'll see. I was hoping to get inside the horseshoe, but it's okay, because I think we'll still get into the... Oh, no way! I thought for sure that we were going to get into the horseshoe. Not a problem, though. That horseshoe's unimportant to me. Maybe I'll just get into this one. Get all the pegs that I really need to get. All the orange ones, that is. And this one is looking to be a piece of cake right now. This little funky groove that's playing in the background is actually quite enjoyable. Peggle's music is so subtle, but so nice. It's like that's what I said. That's like, I think that's actually a pretty good description of this game. It's like the weed of video games. It's just so relaxing, and so like everything about it just screams like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna play some Peggle. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna enjoy it so much. I'm gonna eat some pizza rolls, maybe order some Domino's or something like that. Just have a great time. I'm contemplating whether or not I should go for like every peg in this level, because I'm like pretty close, but I don't think I could do it in 3, so I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead and get as many bonus points as I can in the fever score. Oh, right there, long shot. So that's 25,000 points plus the bonus, which is like I think 10 for that purple, plus 20 more thousand. And then plus the win on the first try. That is a hefty bonus to add. We are now all the way at almost 9.3 million. As we finish our trek through level 6 with Remfield Pumpkin of this wonderful adventure mode. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching Remfield Pumpkin destroy all those levels. And in the next episode, we're going to be growing with the flower power. So if ever there was a time to make a weed reference, I guess it would be now. But we will play with Tula Sunflower in the next episode of Peggle. See you guys then.